Your job is to stay powerful, leading, solid, and connected for that whole period. That's the man's job. He's the container. He's the solid one. He's the rock. Do you have trouble meeting women in bars and nightclubs and basically loud environments? Well, today I'm going to talk about specifically how to get that started. You see, a lot of men have trouble walking up and saying hi to women in bars, in nightclubs, environments like that. And that first 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 3 minutes is really important. It could be up to 5 minutes. It's that awkward period, you know, the one where you walk up and they don't know you, you don't know them, and everybody's getting to know each other. Well, here's the deal with that. You're the man, you're the one saying hi. You're the one that needs to ground out and deal with the awkwardness. That's the man's job. He's the container, he's the solid one, he's the rock. And when you first walk up, you're gonna make the women uncomfortable. But most men, what they do is they go up, they make the woman uncomfortable because they're saying hi, that's normal. But then they become uncomfortable themselves and they add to the discomfort. And pretty soon it's so awkward the woman can't wait to leave. But men that are really good, naturals, men that have their shit together in this area, when they walk up and they say hi for the first time, they know it's gonna be awkward. Matter of fact, that works to their advantage, because if they make it awkward or it gets tense or it gets weird, and I know some guys that wanna make it as awkward as possible or uncomfortable, create as much tension as possible, if they make it uncomfortable in that way and they ground it out really well and they're really solid and they deal with it really well and they demonstrate their ability to stay solid under that tension as a man, well, women get attracted. Why? Because women are attracted to confident men. And your ability to handle that tension and deal with it well, to ground it out, and to make them feel comfortable in that moment of awkwardness where you're saying hi for the first time, well, that's exactly what they're looking for in a man. You see, years ago, I used to try to think of all kinds of creative ways to say hi, banter, how do I get rid of the tension, how do I stop the tension? But I realized that first 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, however long it's gonna take to get through that period was the key. And all that I had to do was get good at that. And I got good at that, not by coming up with creative banter lines, by being super technique based, but by working on my subcommunication. By making sure my voice tone was loud enough, that I was at least as loud as the environment, maybe a little bit louder, by making solid eye contact, by being really present, by looking at them straight on and not being coy and looking out of the side of my eyes or looking down my nose, by being clear. Hi, I'm here to meet you. And I don't always say a line anymore. I might if it comes to me naturally, like, you know, what are you drinking? But I'm gonna say it solidly if I do. Or, you guys look like you're having way too much fun over here, but I'm gonna say it solidly if I do. But a lot of times, all I say is hi. I wanna meet you, what's your name? Really clear, really solid. Matter of fact, I did this a few weeks ago at a bar not too far from my house. I was just walking around saying hi to people. I was pretty much just saying hi to everybody. I'd turn around and go, hi, how are you? How's your night going? And I turned to these two girls as I was passing them. I saw this cute girl out of the corner of my eye, just whipped, turned right to her and said hi. Really loudly, looked her right in the eye. She had two friends with her. Then I turned and said hi to both of them. And she went, wow. And I said, what? And she goes, I love the way you did that. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, you said hi like a man. She says, so many men today are trying to figure out ways to talk to us and trying to be coy and trying to be clever. And you just walked over here and owned it. You didn't apologize for it. You didn't explain it. You didn't come up with any clever pickup line. And she ended up loving it. And I went out on a date with her a week later. And I want to point out that that was all because what I primarily focused on was my subcommunication. My voice was loud enough. My eye contact was solid. I didn't apologize for being there. And I was committed and persistent. I'm not afraid to move them if I need to. Hey, step over here, come over here. I need to stand right here. And I'm very clear about my role. I'm the container. I'm managing this situation. And I'm doing it in a relaxed, calm, confident way. You see, a lot of you guys, you think you're loud enough, but you're way too quiet. You think you're looking at a girl straight on, but you're looking down your nose at the corner of your eye. Your voice tone is rising up and cracking. It's not solid like a rock and going down. These little things all matter. And when you can do that right, well, everything else is bound to flow. Now, after you say hi, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of them figuring out if they like you. In this case, she liked me right away. It was easy. Within seconds, she was touching me. That's why I say 10 seconds sometimes. She was touching my beard, commenting, all kinds of stuff. So it was great. Sometimes it takes longer. You come up and they all get awkward for a second. Your job is to stay powerful, leading, solid, and connected for that whole period until you see them start to relax a little bit. And so what I typically do is I say hi, I'll pause for a minute and I'll feel it, I'll enjoy the moment. It's really key that you enjoy the pause, because if you're awkward in the pause, they'll feel awkward. So I say hi and then I pause and I smile. And then I'll say something else, and it's usually a simple statement about anything. You know, it might be, and it could be a question. On occasion, it's a question. Most of the time, it's a statement. A statement would be like, you guys look like you're having fun. And it's that simple. Or a question might be, you guys having fun tonight? And then I roll from there. It really doesn't matter what you say, as long as you say it confidently. And statements are great, because statements kind of poke and they create a little more tension for me to play with and ground. So for example, me saying something like, you guys look like you're having way too much fun over here, and then sitting in that tension and watching all their reactions and dealing with their reactions, if I deal with them well, which I will create more attraction. If I get weird, nervous, anxious, if I get stressed out because of it, and I start to pull back, well, at that point, it's probably gonna go south or go awkward. It all depends on the girls and how confident of a guy they're looking for. And remember, usually the more attractive women, if they're gonna get attracted, are looking for more confident men, because they're getting approached so much they can be more selective. That doesn't mean they won't be nice to you. There's a lot of beautiful girls that are very nice, just like there's a lot of beautiful girls that are bitchy. But remember, that doesn't always equal attractive. So then the next piece after that is I continue forward, talking, bantering, playing in this tension, and then eventually we start to relax together. If the tension's going and I can feel a sense of respect and rapport with her, then I just call it out. I just say, hey, my name's Brian, what's yours? And I can feel the relaxation happens right there at that moment as we go down and relax together. So at that point, within 30 seconds to 3 minutes, we usually start to relax. As we start to relax, I can relax more inside, and we go into more of a rapport-based conversation, a flow. But for the purpose of this video, it's all about that first 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's about being solid with the high. It's about being louder than the environment. It's about solid eye contact. It's about having that voice tone that goes down, which is super essential. And if you do that right, and you just practice that, go up to 10 different girls tonight, groups of girls, and just say hi. Or say whatever comes to mind. Just say a statement. You guys look like you're having way too much fun tonight. I hate lines. I keep using that one. That's what's in my head right now. So whatever is natural, that's what's going to make it kick. That's what's going to make it work. It's being solid and being powerful. And then slowly relaxing with them and getting to know them. Because as you get to know them, this sense of familiarity builds. And when that happens, you start to feel more like somebody they've known for a while. A sense of respect builds. And then you two can relax and just get to know each other. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you liked the video, I'd love to hear a comment. I'd love to hear about your experiences approaching and saying hi to women for the first time. And remember, only the confident really live.
Forces you into your body and allows you to be aware of pretty much every square inch of it and what's going on, constantly feeling everything. And
it's pretty fucking cool. Like
yeah.
it's I mean, I've been doing this for
something, and it turned out, yeah, I was picking up something that she was totally blocking with her face, but I could feel it, and it seemed magical at the time. But now I realize this is just like you said, dogs don't have an analytical brain to our degree, so all they are is